Okay guys, so here's what I picked up from the table. A pencil and a pattern sheet. And then already at my table I have oil pastels and my folder with hopefully my picture in it. So this is my picture, and mainly right now it's just outlines of things. So my first step is to think about what kind of patterns to use. So I can use my own brain and think about patterns that I like to draw. I can look around my around the room and my surroundings for inspiration. I can also use this sheet to help me come up with some ideas. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm looking over here. I really like these circles. I don't know if I can draw it exactly like that, so I'm just gonna try and get close. And where would be a good spot for circles? Maybe in here. So my circles are gonna go all the way from this part to this part. So this is all my ground, so my circles fill that part up. So I'm gonna just draw my circle shapes on there. Sometimes I run into things like my cactus, so I just go around it. And I'm gonna continue to fill it up. Now, once I have that space filled up with my circles, I'm gonna come up with another pattern for all the other spaces that you see here. So I'm gonna show you one that's a little farther along so you can kind of visualize what it might look like at the end. So ignore the dark lines because that comes later. But right now, after step one, you simply have shapes and designs in most of your work. All right? Now, after you have that, you're gonna start to think a little bit about contrast like we were talking about earlier. And that's what I've started working on in this step. So if you notice, down here at the bottom, I've started filling in my rectangles. That's gonna make this a filled in shape, like some of the ones that you see here, like this one or that one. Now, over here, I just outlined it. Well, I'm gonna leave that one an open design so that it contrasts with the filled in one right next to it. And as you can see here, I've started to actually fill in this part. So again, I'm alternating here. I have filled, open, filled, and then I'm probably gonna do open here, and then filled up here. Same thing with my tree over here. I'm gonna figure out a way to do filled or maybe open. I have to think about it, think about what's around it, what's gonna help it contrast and stand out. And I'll have to think about what I do here to make my leaves contrast and stand out from the background. All right, you guys try it out.